When I was gone, you were still with me. When I was lost, you cared for me. When I turned my back, you never left me. And even though I've done wrong, you've always loved me. When I was gone, you were still with me. When I was lost, you cared for me. When I turned my back, you never left me. And even though I've done wrong, you always loved me. I'm reminded every day of the past and how I hurt you. I wish that time was something I could undo. I don't deserve you, but now I see the only thing that really mattered was you and me. You made me whole. Why did I run? Why did I push away my one true love? If I could go back and change the past, I wouldn't take you for granted. I'd make things last. You're the only one, you're all I think about. I don't know why it took so long to figure it out. I searched so hard for what I had in you, but now I'm back where I started and I'm asking you for forgiveness for the things that I've done. Because I know when things got rough, I used to run. Thought I could handle life all on my own, but at rock bottom I was all alone except for you. You never left me, I only left you. When you accept me, you can change me. I know you can because you made me, and you have a plan, God forgive me. I know I've done wrong, but now I'm back again where I belong. I want to tell the whole world I finally found what's true, and that I've changed my ways, and it's all because of you. When I was gone, you were still with me. When I was lost, you cared for me. When I turned my back, you never left me. And even though I've done wrong, you've always loved me. When I was gone, you were still with me. When I was lost, you cared for me. When I turned my back, you never left me. And even though I've done wrong, you always loved me. I'm sorry, Lord, for all the things that I've done. I know I've acted like the prodigal son. It's like I wanted my inheritance now, and just like him, I was much too proud. I tried to serve two masters, and in the end, it wound up a disaster. I served myself instead of you, my own God. Thought I could make my own truth, my own laws. It seemed the more I tried to run and hide inside, I realized that I was living a lie. A backsliding Christian, living like a heathen, breathing in the I was deceived by my sin and my pride and my jealousy and envy and greed deep inside my soul. Had no direction or path. I was in search of something that I used to have. A foundation from a Christian home, an unconditional love that my family had shown me as a young child. I want that smile again. I want that joy and peace that I had within. And just like Psalm chapter 127, I wanted in sin, but now I'm back again. God is merciful, you're not alone. A shepherd seeks to bring his lost sheep home. When I was gone, you were still with me. When I was lost, you cared for me. When I turned my back, you never left me. And even though I've done wrong, you've always loved me. When I was gone, you were still with me. When I was lost, you cared for me. When I turned my back, you never left me. And even though I've done wrong, you always loved me.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Steve JMO. It is the 13th of February, 2020, for what they tell us. So what's going on, everyone? What is up? And before we get started, how's my audio? Because I got many tabs open, and last time we did this was not enjoyable. So if everyone in the chat, if I'm sounding good, give me a thumbs up. Just give me a little thumbs up if the audio is checking out pretty good. And then we'll get into the chat and we'll get into the discussions. So just give me a little thumbs up if the echo is not happening. If audio is good, just give me a quick little thumbs up. And it's going to take the goddamn StreamYard chat about 2 minutes to catch up. So good, audio great. All right, cool. All right, guys, what is going on? Today we're going to be talking about just about everything. Well, everything that we can. It's, it's almost 6 o'clock now, so I don't know if we're gonna how long we can go. I do got work tomorrow, but so I don't know how long we're gonna keep this on. But if people want to join, they're more than free. Just if you're someone I know and trust in the chat, shoot me an email, scuba2114 at gmail, and maybe we can get you in on discussion. So like I said, we're gonna be talking about pretty much the one common denominator of all of these quote unquote conspiracies that I now deem reality. And most of you guys should too. So before we get into anything, we got Martin Allen in the chat, OVC from Croatia. What's up, brother? Awesome Austin, Magic Sister, Ryan. I don't know, buddy. What's up? What's up? Pirelli 5, what's going on? Ghana Ball, PG2424, what's up, Paige? William Bacall, Lava 1 or Lava I, not too sure. Ghana Ball, already said that. Cold Steel, what's up, brother? Mad Pie Man, Larryology, what's up? Voyage, Chris Millington, what's up, brother? What's up? Stavely's in the house. I got them moves like Stavely. I got them moves like Stavely. That's awesome. That's an inside joke for anyone who doesn't know, but it is what it is. Edis McFetus, what's up, brother? Albert A. True Seeker, what's going on? What's going on? What's up? We were just talking backstage. What's up? Scotty's in the house. What's going on, brother? IB McFly, what's up? Loud and clear. Thank you. That's what I like. Thumbs up. I love it all. Jay Zimmer, what's up, brother? What's going on? Who else here? What we got? Wes, please. What's going on? Appreciate that comment. What's up, brother? And that looks like it. So what's going on, guys? Looks like we got 20 y'all here already. So hopefully we can grab a couple more in. That'd be cool. Freaking YouTube, Facebook got me on a band. And it's funny, if I'm on the Facebook on my computer, I can't send a link to anyone Messenger, but I can send them through Messenger on my phone. So that was the only reason I was able to get, only reason that me and Jen were able to chat beforehand is because I had to copy the link from my phone and send it, via the Messenger on my phone. Because Facebook gave me a hate speech slash or something ridiculous. And I'm not able to share links for 9 days. Now 8. So, or pictures or videos or share anyone's post. I can independently post with a comment, but I can't, can't do anything like that. Can't share my content, can't share your content, can't share anything. It's really getting to me because I'm just trying to share like little truth memes I see left and right because who doesn't love a little truth meme? Oh man, I just got this little runny nose, so if you don't think I drop out, I'm just blowing my nose real quick, and I'd rather mute the mic. I got a little bit more class, and hear you guys blow the honker. So is what it is. So yeah, where should we even start this? Let's. I got a couple tabs brought up here, and that will get us through at least the first hour, I think. So yeah, this is a discussion of reality, folks. This is connecting a couple dots and pretty much coming up with the same answer. It's the same answer we've been talking about for I've been on YouTube talking truth for 4 or 5 years, and if you even go back to my original videos, I've kind of I've gone here, I've gone there, I've said some of this stuff, I said some of that, some of it's not accurate, but I've came out and said some of that's not accurate, so it is what it is. But even back then, what I was initially brought into on YouTube was the flat earth whole discussion. And flat earth, just like chemtrails, just like Mandela deniers, or whatever you want to call them, disinfo agents, just like a lot of these conspiracies, just like CERN possibly opening the key to the bottomless pit and all that other stuff. It's one common denominator. It's the high God, or it's anything that is just blasphemous in the name of God. So they're trying to hide the real truth, the truth of creation, the truth of the original sin, which is why they're promoting transhumanism as a good thing. You're going to want it. It's all good. Well, who else did that? There's a little serpent that was in the garden. He said we could live forever. We could have the enchantments of life and the knowledge of the gods. And then what happened? We got the complete opposite. We get our brain cut off from the true frequencies. We're left in demise. Ever since then. Ever since then. That's what brought death upon us, and we're still trying to cheat death even to this day. People are taking pills that make them live longer. People are doing Botox, make them look younger. People are doing all this crazy stuff, makeup, and all that stuff is brought to you by the fallen angels talked about in the book of Enoch. And that's why that shit was taken right out of the Bible, because it's so blatant on what the common theme is and what the common denominator is, what I'm talking about here. It's ridiculous. This is an age-old deception. This is an age-old plan that goes back most likely well over 2,000 years, in my opinion. And they're rather patient people. They're very, very patient. And that's why they're just now starting to bring everything to the mainstream spectrum. Look at the whole pedophilia gate, all that stuff, all that talk. It's just common coffee shop talk now. Ridiculous. They're just normalizing everything with us. It's ridiculous. I'm just reading the chat real quick. Bill Gates gets a blood transfusion from 18-year-old males. I didn't know that, but I wouldn't doubt it. Bill Gates' numerology breaks down to 33. What's so big about 33? Not just that it's the highest degree of Freemasonry, the highest degree of occult knowledge, but it's also the same percent of angels that fell in the days of Jared. A third of the angels, 33%. And we're just, I'm just making this up, apparently. People think I'm crazy. I'm just making this up. I was trying to show someone the other day the blatancy of the 33 inside of the CNN logo. There's no numerological value to the CNN. You're crazy. Oh, okay. So what about Fox? FOX 666. Or like, they wouldn't do that. Century Fox Productions. I'm like, yeah, bro. Yeah, they would. Yeah, they would. Look at the monster symbol. It's all right there, people. It's all right there. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I don't even know where to start right now. Let's start. We'll start at CERN, because a lot of people have their own opinions, I guess, upon CERN. CERN has pretty much made their own opinions forced upon people, if you know what I'm saying. They've pretty much taken credit in a sick way for the Mandela effect. In one of their little videos they had Bond number 1, and then they had Mandela on the same card. So they're connecting a Mandela effect with Mandela, obviously, but from a physicist or a scientist at CERN. So they're taking credit for something that's spiritual. So off grip, they're lying to you, which is going to deter a lot of people away. They're just like, oh, they're just a lying company, lying sack of crap, and everyone links him to NASA. NASA fake. Yeah, we all know NASA's fake. We all know NASA is not in space. We all know they've never sent a rocket anywhere outside of the atmosphere. We all know they don't have robots on Mars, and they never went to the moon. Everything from a astronomical aerospace standpoint from NASA is 100% fake. But just like yesterday, I showed you guys that NASA, something they don't talk about, has a cloud making machine that makes it rain. and they claim it's just a byproduct of engineering. They're like, oh yeah, we make this crazy rocket, and it just happens to make a cloud that rains. No big deal. No coincidence there. So I'm proposing, what if NASA was never set up for the space? Obviously, like, it wasn't, but the deception of that, of making it seem so fake, is just fake bait for us to hold on to, because obviously we're all breaking down NASA fake. We know NASA is just 100% BS when it comes to space. But like I just said, they have weather manipulation devices that are active on the ground, especially in Mississippi, as we showed you last night, sponsored or showcased by the BBC. So you gotta check that out. NASA has patents for solar simulators, but they're doing nothing. So just throw them out. Just throw them out. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's how naive some of these truth people are. They see that one level of it is deception, and they're like, all right, so they're doing nothing here. It's nothing but fear mongering, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Well, what if you look at the real message and you line it up with some ancient stories and occult symbolism and meanings of certain things? Then you start to get a little deeper and you figure out some of these things are a little more real than you'd think. Cern in Switzerland has a statue of Shiva. And I don't know if you guys, we all know who Shiva is. We've done this plenty of times, but I feel like it's very, very important that we get this information out again. Shiva is the goddess or god, whatever you want to look at it as, of destruction, located in the underworld, and will, according to Buddhist mythology, or whatever you want to call it, beliefs, will come out of the earth, from inside the earth, alluding to a hollow earth type deal, and destroy everything in the names of recreating, because that's how the Buddhist cycle works. You have the god of creation, the god of preservation, the god of destruction. That's how they work. That's how they think everything is. But those are just, in my opinion, fallen angels. They are either knowingly or unknowingly worshiping, in my opinion. So like I'm saying, CERN is definitely not colliding particles to prove the Big Bang theory. They're definitely not doing stuff to cause a Mandela effect. But what I propose they are doing is opening portals of some sort. Not black holes. They've claimed they've discovered black holes. And to me, that pretty much just rings the bell that, like, hey, we're at CERN. What you call a black hole, or what we call a black hole, is actually just a portal. They used to call this stuff magic back in the day. Now it's called technology. It's all just it's occultism, black magic. It's all it is, man. It's all it is. And if you look at the CERN logo, we'll look at that in a little bit. There's a blatant 666 on it. So you guys tell me who they're really working for. I don't think that they would spend all this time and all this money on a project that just that doesn't work. That, obviously, like I said, they're claiming they have something to do with the Mandela effect, and they're also, officially claiming that they've found black holes, they've found antimatter, which I think is just black goo substance or something like that, which is allegedly oozing out of monuments in Washington, D.C. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And, so like I'm just trying to get at, this is taking a little longer than it should, but I think that CERN is, well, Jeff Carey on the chat just said it, trying to open the gates of hell, because the mythology being in Apollo, Apollyon, is just happened to be located on the Swiss France line, which is where CERN is ironically located. And it's ironic that there's a verse in the Bible that talks about a key coming down being open or opening to the bottomless pit. An angel comes down with a key to open the bottomless pit, and what comes out is the king of the bottomless pit. Hath his name Apollyo, or Abaddon. It's interesting stuff. It's interesting stuff. It's an interesting place for a giant scientific project to be going on over. The funny part about Cern is they're located underground. Yeah. So there's a pit underground in this location where the king of the underworld is located, and CERN is colliding alleged particles to open up black holes underground in that same location. I just find that very, very interesting. So without further ado, we're going to share a video that we've shared before. We'll probably break it down at face value for exactly what it is. So as we can all see with that, they spared no expense. They spared no expense to this 2-minute project that won them awards overseas. People think that's art. People think that's beautiful. That's, you know, probably the top 5 most demonic things they've ever put out into the public. That's a clear declaration against God. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. You know, every time I watch that, it just blows my mind. You know, you find something new every time you watch that, man. Devil's always hiding in the details. But in this video, it's not really hiding in the details. They kind of just do it off grip, man. And it shows you what kind of technologies they are using to usher in these demons. It's crazy. So let me get the share back on. We'll bring it back. We'll turn it down a little, and we'll break it down at face value, guys. So there you go. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 awards this motherfucking shit won. Ridiculous. So for anyone who don't know what this shit is, these are super quantum computers similar to the D-Wave computer that doesn't need to be plugged into anything. It just, you turn it on and it just gives you an answer out of thin air. You know, it's been theorized and talked about that a Ouija board is nothing more than, the D-Wave is nothing more than a modern day Ouija board, 24/7 access to the other side, essentially. And they get answers from these things. These are from their mouth, words of their mouths, not mine. I'm just telling you what I've heard. Can we turn this down a little? Because this music is like the creepiest stuff you'll ever hear. That's nice. So maybe not, but what do we got here? You hear my audio? Can everyone hear me? Just give me a quick thumbs up. I know I'm just having a tough time today. Give me a thumbs up if you can you hear my voice real quick. Quick thumbs up in the chat. Calling the chat out. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Because sometimes the audio doesn't play over the video. Real quick. Super quick. Yep. I don't know what yep means, but quick thumbs up. You can hear me. Thumbs up. Oh, here they go. Like 9 thumbs at once. Thank you, guys. So what do we got here? Well, you got a hexagon, first of all. You got the cube. You got a pyramid in a pyramid and an upside-down pyramid inside that. You got some ancient geometry, geometry, I'm sorry. It's all sacred geometry is what I really meant to say there, symbolizing the tree of life. Also this, and the cube goes back to the Cabal, which is representing Saturn. So off grip, they're just telling you what's really going on here. Just a big demonic ritual. Big, huge. And the funny thing is that this whole thing is about the Large Hadron Collider. No one talks about the Linear Awake Project. That's a strange name. The Linear Awake Project. It's 100 times smaller than the LHC. It's 100% linear. It's not a circle chamber. They fire particles 10,000 times stronger or faster or something. It's absolutely ridiculous. So like CERN, right at the LHC, through the veil is pretty much just, you know, shooting like a Desert Eagle or something through it. Gets a little hole. Now with this thing, with the Linear Awake Project, dude, they're just blowing like a 12-gauge sawed-off shotgun through it. And then with the quantum D-Wave computer, they could hold that hole open for a little while longer, you know? And there's no coincidence, you know. This has all been pre-programmed in the cartoon. South Park has an episode where they're literally at like a CERN type deal, which is a government-funded place in the cartoon. And what comes out of the portal? Fucking demons, you know? You know? Pre-programming. I'd like to show it, but I know they're going to shut it down. So look for it for yourself. I'm sorry. It is what it is. The dance of the cosmos. We've showed what that is before, and we'll see him doing it. It's fucked. It's absolutely fucked. There it is. There it is. You have one in the middle, and the other ones go around it. That is the Shiva dance of destruction. And you know, we might bring that video up after this. We might. That video gives me a bad vibe every time I see it, but it's kind of a must-seer. It's ridiculous. It's blatant in your face. In your face, people. Shiva, the goddess of destruction. They're doing a homage, a ceremony, pretty much an offering in a way. It's ridiculous. And they're putting it in a movie or whatever you call this, a trailer film, and they win awards. Fuck me. There you go. Look at that. What's that little fella thing, lady looking deal? You'll see. You're in the salt flats with, you know, it'd be funny to count here. 1, 2, 3. You could possibly call that 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 mountains in the distance. I don't know. Salt flats. You know, it's something here. Where's my phone? I got some notes on my phone real quick. Where is it? I just wrote this down the other day. Good God Almighty, if I lose it. No. Oh, for real? Is this really not there? Yes. You know, another flat earth connection in the Bible. It's talked about how the watchers fell upon Mount Hermon. I'm not saying this is a representation of Mount Hermon, but they fell from Mount Hermon and then descended onto the plains of the earth. You know, not the globe, not the sphere, not the oblateness, as Neil deGrasse says it, the plains of the earth. And this guy's in a salt plain right now. He's in a salt field. And then he's going to draw a circle around this man, woman, transvestite looking motherfucking thing. It's ridiculous. And if you really look at Shiva, we'll look at Shiva in a little bit, and you'll see that's pretty much what it is. And then you look at Baphomet and you're like, oh wow, so the roots pretty much go all the way back to that. So is what it is. He seems like he's having a good old time. Looks like he's having some sort of demonic body convulsion or something like that. Look at that. Bring that back 5. That's the volume. Come on. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Can we bring that back? There we go. Look at this dude. Whoop. Whoop. You know, not possessed by nothing. Talking to an ancient being that's going to just, you know, destroy the fucking world, apparently. But that's what they want. Destroyed to create. They live in this cycle of life. In the cycle, the circle of life. You need to live linear. Linear, people. That's how you got to live. And I'm not making any like correlation to the linear wake up project. I'm just saying we got to live always trying to move on and look forward, and you know, you can't get stuck in the cycle. That's what they want, man. This is important right here. You'll see how they're pretty much bridging the consciousness of men and women, or I mean men and the god here, or whatever you call it, the demigod. And that's exactly what they're going to be doing, guys, with this 5G, this transhumanism stuff. They're going to be freaking merging technology. They're going to be merging men with machines so that they can strive to live forever and be like gods. The first and shall be the last. It's that simple, people. If you can't see that, I really don't know what to tell you. But right here, he closes his eyes, the thing closes its eyes, and they pretty much, it's signifying a bridge, a connection from the human mind to the mind of the old ones, in my all opinion. JMO, motherfuckers. There you go. There you go. The sun's starting to come over the horizon. You know, Lucifer, the morning star, the false light, representation of that. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just spitballing here, guys. And look what happens when they finish the dance. Look what happens when everything is said and done and they pull the plug. Just, you know, no big deal here. Let's go back. I missed that. So the dance is done, and watch his clock. There you go. I don't know what time that is, but if you're looking at your watch and it's moving this way from up there, that means time is going backwards, essentially. I don't know. And if you look at it, it's a perfect, one of those peace signs, you know? The perfect trifecta, 33, 33, 33 to be one. I don't know. I don't know. You got a naked man doing the dance for destruction to Shiva, who's outside the circle, who can't really affect him because he's inside the circle. What you did see, this thing just push him, signifying superiority over the human race is what they want and will get if we let them. I'm not letting them, but these people at Cern and ITER and NASA and JPL and all these science freaks, they're going to accept them for what they are. Just fucked up shit, people. Look at that. So what just happened? Even the elect will be deceived. That's said in the Bible, my friends. I think he just found out he was deceived. And he's like, I shouldn't be doing this. I want to take you over. And look at the, first of all, look at this. Look at the sun. Look right here. What is that? That's a fake sun in the sky because the lens flare is a blatant hexagon. Look at that. Look at that, people. Fake clouds in the skies on a salt flat being taken over by a demon. Literally what I've been talking about for years, all in one video brought to you by Cern that won 5 or 6 awards. Ridiculous. So like I was saying, this signifies even the elect will be deceived. Like I said, he just found out him doing all of these projects, getting this thing all together, doing the dances to Shiva and the homages and the worship and the rituals and the sacrifice they may or may not have done. I think that he just found out that was all for nothing good because they're not going to achieve that immortality that they thought they were going to and just try to take them over. And this thing's like, yeah, I'm a little more up than you on the immortal, the cosmic, the spiritual food chain. And now you're my bitches. Because that's what's going to happen. These things are going to come back. They're going to pose as good. They're going to be like, oh man, we're really going to help you out here. And then once the elect figure out that they're not really for good, which we've been saying for, the greater part of 5-10 years now, not me, I'm saying collectively as a group, they're going to be like, wow, let's try to take these things over and get back what's ours. But these things are a little bit more intelligent and higher on, like I said, the spiritual food chain than we are. They witness creation, so they're going to just do some more trickery, some more magic with a K, and boom. Split the realities, usher in their new world. And that's what they're looking for. People will ascend and people will descend. The ones who help, you can see that's clearly the man. He's going down in the abyss, and whoever that was is ascending because they were not part of this, and he was. They're going to take down every single consciousness, every single soul that they can, I think, and barter to the Almighty, saying, hey, we just deceived 7 billion people and their souls, and they're trapped here, and you just threw this place into the lake of fire. Let this be our realm and leave us alone, please. I think they're going to offer it like that. God's going to be like, you could have this realm, and then boom, 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 boom. All the people that were actually worthy and never saw the light for what it was, never got the chance to, will be redeemed. I know it sounds deep. I know it sounds crazy. Guys. There you go. The Dance of Shiva, Cern. It's all right there, people. It is all right there. How crazy was all that? Only took me 38 minutes to break down a 2-minute video. It needed that. It needed that. It 100% needed that. Oh, what's going on, everyone in the chat? Scroll through again. What's going on, guys? CJ, what's going on, brother? Burgos, what's up, brother? How you doing? I got your email last night. Nice to see you. Nice to hear from you. Cold Steel, what's up? Blade Star, what's going on, brother? What's up? Anyone else join? We got Paul Barracuda. I'm sorry, brother. What's up, Paul? We'll call you Paul. Yeah, I'm like just a little stupid. Perception of reality. What's up? What's going on? Yep, CERN giving off negative energy. And there's no coincidence that the people at CERN have had like nightmares and dreams and saying they're being visited by beings, Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. We got Mark Wood. What's going on, brother? What's up? Acoustic Lucidity. What's going on? Yep. Ghana Ball got the ears. I don't know if they're ringing or if he's listening. What's going on, brother? What's up? Cold Steel, JMO. Absolutely. It's just my opinion, guys. Take it for what it's worth. Could be wrong. Could be right. It's all cool, man. Jeff Carrio, what's going on, brother? What's up? Much love. Much love. All right, let me get something else picked up. I can't even speak right now. Had a coffee a little while ago, so I'm all fired up. Shiva statue. Oh, that just popped up. Beautiful. All right, so shall we do a screen share? Yes, we shall. Just do the whole screen. I got a video for a little while. What's that? You can see everything, right? Right? No, I'm just kidding. I know you guys can. So, who's Shiva? What is Shiva? Well, apparently that's a god, goddess type deal. You could tell that's, can't really distinguish whether that's a male or female. So let's get that taken care of right away. More singularity, more push for that. And there we go. Hindu god. Yep. Oh, was I saying Buddhist? I'm sorry. If I was saying Buddhist before, that's my bad. That's not disinformation. That's just a 24-year-old. Don't worry about it. I'm 25 in 2 days, so we'll stop making those mistakes sooner or later. All right. Nice. What do we got? Yep. Shivaism. Sounds like a good thing. There you go. That's what I want you guys to focus on right there. Shiva, known as the Destroyer. Interesting. Interesting. The Destroyer. Yeah. The Destroyer has his or hers or a four-armed being has its own statue. That's Cern, Switzerland. How does that make you feel? Makes me feel great. Yeah. This fella, or lady, whatever you call it, has its own statue at Cern. That is Shiva, the Destroyer. So what are they really doing at CERN? I know they're not colliding particles to understand the Big Bang. Sounds like they're colliding, I don't know, plasma, maybe stronger particles than they're saying they are. And they're ushering things that are going to destroy the world and usher in a new golden age or something like that. I don't know, man. This is just crazy. This is just crazy. So crazy. And we get, oh, hold on. Before we get too carried away, what we got here, guys? Let me make sure I'm screen sharing first, because I do that a lot. We just go on and on. It's just my screen talking. So give Scuba Steve a couple seconds. And I didn't even like this video. Come on. I wonder we can't find it. Looks like I'm sharing. Cool. Cool, cool. All right. So what do you see here blatantly in the CERN logo? I see one full 6 right there. I see another full 6 right there and another full 6. These can be argued, these two could be argued for other 6s, but you really only get your really big turning 6 effect, and it's all out of one collider or one circle. 6, 6. There you go. I said a prayer before this. Dear God, please protect me. So let's not try to get any negative energy going on here, but I'm just exposing these people for what they are. Biff bam boom right there. 666. And CERN. CERN's a rather interesting name. Interesting name. Look at this fella. Cernunnos. Horn God. Interesting. That fella. Holding a ring. Just like CERN. And a serpent. It's interesting. It's got the horns. Very interesting. The rings of CERN. The snake that's spiraling. The horned god. You know, there's no coincidences anymore, people. No coincidences anymore. Not in my books, man. Not in my books. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And like I said, Cern is in the alleged location of the the, the chamber, the pit, the captive cell of the king of the bottomless pit. The bottomless pit is allegedly below the location of Cern, which is already located underground. Yeah, it's allegedly in that location. Let's read this real quick. Revelations 9:11. We'll go old school, King James. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name, oh, whose name in Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon. It's interesting. There's actually a little bit more to that that verse. Let's go to 9:10 as well. All right, hold on. Please hold. Having a meltdown. We'll keep it here. Hold on. Let me get that down. I got my King James right next to me. It's already open to Genesis 6, but we'll can easily find that. It's the third page of the Bible. So let me get to Revelations real quick. Please hold on for the ride, people. Revelations. That's James, Peter, John. Come on. What are we doing here? Revelations chapter 7. Yeah, Statue of Liberty is Apollyon. Absolutely. Absolutely. Still in the wrong chapter right now. I feel like the biggest stupid head in the world right now. Aha. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And where is the key verse? Okay, so Revelation chapter 9, verse 1. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit, which is really interesting. Just really interesting, okay? Just really interesting. You know why? Because in the 3 days that Jesus passed, he made a trip down to Tartarus and told the fallen angels their demise pretty much. And he came back with keys. And now an angel is going to fall from heaven with the key to the bottomless pit. Interesting. Very interesting. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. Sounds kind of similar to what they're doing right now, Operation Solar Shield. Interesting enough. Very interesting enough. And let's just skim back down to 9:11 over here. You know, no coincidence that this is Revelations 9:11. You know, so we just found out that there's a key to the bottomless pit that an angel's going to bring down. And this verse right here pretty much just declares who the king is. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon. Very interesting. Very interesting. And it's alleged that the tomb of Apollo is in the exact location, the France-Swiss border, which is in the dead set middle of Cern, and they're opening portals down there. Okay, you see what I'm kind of getting to here? They're they're in the location of Apollo's tomb, allegedly, which Apollo, Apollyon, this fella right here, is identified in the Bible as being the king of the bottomless pit. And look at this fella, Abaddon, in Greek Apollyon, breaks down to Apollo. That's the dude that they are talking with. Yep, Christians combat with Apollyon. It's going to be something sort of like that. Ooh, if you heard that, I am sorry. But yeah, look at that. That's an illustrated depiction of Abaddon, the king of the bottomless pit. And they had a king over them, Angel of the Abyss, whose name, yep, that is the Destroyer. It brings us right back over here. The Destroyer, Cern, Shiva statue outside of Cern. Cern doing all these crazy things. You know, dancing to Shiva, doing the salt circle with Shiva there. All of this stuff. But yeah. I know you guys can't hear this, but and there you go. There you go. As above, so below, the pyramid within the pyramid. Cernunnos, the horn god. That great looking fella is most likely this fellow little thing, which is most likely this fella, this guy. Yeah. Yeah. It's ridiculous. And then what? What's going to happen? Let's go down to King James. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and given him was the key of the bottomless pit. And then it goes to name who this fella is. Abaddon, Apollyon, the destroyer, Apollo, and it's alleged that his tomb is located on the France-Swiss border near Geneva, Switzerland. Interesting. Very interesting. People don't see it. Sorry about that. People just don't see it. And there's another very interesting thing going on right down the street from Cern. Right down the street. And we'll talk about that in just a second. But first, we're going to take a little break. This may be a little extended break, but it probably only about 5 minutes or so. We're going to take 5-6 minutes. Gotta go home, and I mean, I'm already home. I gotta go downstairs, and my mother just came home, so I gotta say hi to her and say what's up. We'll take care of that real quick. But this is gonna be some Destiny Labs songs, some good stuff. Some good stuff. Yeah. Cernunnos is also called Celtic mythology. Yep, he's related in there, and there's no coincidence that the Nazis went to, areas where the Celtics were, the Vikings, and got information from them. All in search for, pretty much immortality, the original sin, which is strange because we just got this queued up out of nowhere, but it is what it is. So another song might play right after this, but I'll be back in just a couple minutes, guys. You enjoy.
I'll show you the sweetest delight in the garden. As a surprise for Adam.
Really?
Come
All right.
here.
But this is the one tree in the garden we cannot touch. This is the forbidden fruit.
Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? Surely not.
We may eat the fruit of any tree in the garden, except for the tree in the middle of the garden. God has forbidden us to either touch or eat the fruit of that tree, for if we do, we shall die.
You believe that nonsense? Of course you will not die. God knows that as soon as you eat it, your eyes will be opened, and you and Adam will be like gods yourselves.
All of us one day will reach the level of the avatars that we have read about in history, the Buddhas, Jesus, infinite ones, God.
You ancient serpent, you cast your spell upon this planet with your graven images and your wishes to be worshipped. Witches and warlocks flock like Harry Potter fans, waiting for your new age plan to spread across the land. You got the masses dumped down where you want them, convinced that you don't exist, and now you got them atheists. Some even think they're evolving to a godlike level above and beyond human. These Luciferian lies feed on ego and pride. They come disguised as an angel of light, like the original sin and the first deception. The tree in the garden, don't you see the connection? It's the same old lie that he used back then at the beginning of time, at the fall of man. Have we forgotten the truth within the book of Genesis? Ignorant of the nature of sin, so we dismiss written words of God as an irrelevant myth, but then embrace all these new age thoughts of nonsense?
It's not good or bad. There's no God waiting to punish you because you did what you done.
There is no God in doing everyone's welcome to the kingdom of heaven, without judgment, without hate, without testing, without anything.
I call my practices sipping and worshiping in fact exists. See through the smoke and the mirrors and the mist. From Atlantis to the Miriam fanatical myths, to the UFO connection with the German SS. Secret society elitists from the east and the west. Illuminati and Masonics had it all connect. Satanic worship to the depths we don't want to admit. It's a globalized illusion that we gotta correct. Check the symbols and signs like the all-seeing eye. Read the Bible facts to understand the great design. See the writing on the wall, we're living in end times. And even the elective now bought into the lie. Real Satanists are dressed up in their suits and ties, eating the fruit like these fools who think they are divine. They aren't evolved, they're just blinded by ego and pride, living a lie that disguised like Jekyll and Hyde. Can you deny that these times were all prophesied? Read Matthew 24:24, you decide.
There's no such thing as good or bad. Judging things from the superficial. There are things that I do that I know they evolve. There are other things that do not evolve. It's not good or bad. There's no God waiting to punish you because you did what you done.
There is no God in doing everyone's God, everyone's God, everyone's God.
Students in America are experiencing something people in war experience. We're not seeking
These guys are going to be released in the future again. The return of the Nephilim, the fallen angels, the gods themselves with a small g. They are coming back. during the apocalypse time.
Cracking hits to rip like the beaks of a griffin, with sharp pointy tips and the grip of a falcon, grasping with grappling talents and worn on medallions of battling Scythic and nomads. So many masterfully sculpted renditions, artistically marvelous, monstrous visions, descriptions of possibly authentic dragon-like animals, fossilized mandibles gradually formed by the annual downpours and rainfalls, exposing mysterious samples, examine examples like cylinder seals, revealing the secrets of serpents unveiled by ubiquitous snaps of a snapdragon. Sounds serendipitous, just like the epic of Gilgamesh. Several conspicuous mythical beasts could exist, and in fact they could actually be crossbreeds from angels who planted the seeds on indigenous demons hungry to breed. In the days of Noah, from the book of Enoch, in the paths of giants, revealing a low hybrid. What we see in this antediluvian world full of giants, if we could go back and observe all the things in the lost book of Enoch and eavesdrop on Nephilim hybrids and fathers who flocked in a pack of 200 deserters, these tyrants who plundered like pirates and lusted for flesh in a cycle of violence. They squandered like pigs in the mud of defiance, abnormal like Dr. Moreau in his science, monsters without any use of a latex appliance, a violent alliance of violent Goliaths, drowned and deluged by the flood into silence, desirous delinquents. They lost their commission. Now Lucifer's legions, they turned into demons, chained and blinded and bound in abyss, living with focus deep in the pit. In the days of Noah, from the book of Enoch, in the paths of giants, revealing a low hybrid. These lost from a time in our history. Should we be blind to the mystery? Willingly ignorant to the reality. Fallacies formed by fallacious facsimiles, angelic offspring conspiracies, possibly aliens visiting, revealing sinister enemies, posing as saviors with remedies, entering mental capacities, cavities. Demons are grabbing our faculties, abducting sanity, offering new age mentalities, fraudulent phonies who mimic and imitate, based in satanic magic, facilitate UFO sightings, debacle, debauchery, sorcery, portable forgeries, copied demonically, forged by a fork-tongued mythology. Genesis 6, House of Nephilim, vividly mentioning stories of alien babies and women apparently forced to endure hybrid pregnancy. In the days of Noah, from the book of Enoch, in the paths of giants, revealing a low hybrid.
Because Satan and Lucifer imitate what the true God does, would it not?
All right. Sorry for the extended break, everyone. What is going on? We are back. We are back. We are better than ever. What's going on? Who's in the chat? Joey Roches. What's going on, brother? What's up? Yeah, they are giants, absolutely. I think I hope she already knows. I show her a lot of stuff, but you know, some people are just so attached to the Matrix. It is what it is. I don't know. Destiny's Lab off the hook, absolutely. He's tight. I just had him on here a couple of days ago. I had Ark on. It's pretty sweet. We'll definitely be doing a follow-up little chat. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Yep. Absolutely. Am aware. Absolutely. I agree with that. What else we got? Dropping deuces. Not me. I don't know what we're talking about, but yeah, not me. What we got? First, yep. Cool. Christopher Lee's been on Flat Earth since 2017. Good stuff. Just reading the chat real quick. Cool. Yep. Absolutely. Cool. All right. So we just kind of broke down Cern for what I freaking think they are, and I hope you guys see that they are pretty much performing the acts of helping bring revelation to reality in their own way. The devil has to bring everything into pass his own way. Everything. They have a solar simulator in the sky, guys. He's counterfeiting everything. Every freaking thing. And people are like, oh, well, we still have money. They can't. What do you mean we have money, bro? There's no gold backing up our dollar. Anything printed after 2013 doesn't even have a signature on it. Therefore, it is not a valid form of currency. It's ridiculous. There's no signed seal. It's just some dude writing his name, not in cursive. It's ridiculous. So, where was I going to bring this now? Because I was going to bring it to the Gothard Tunnel, but there was something else I wanted to bring in there. Oh, yeah, the Genesis 6. You know, maybe we should watch some of this Gothard Tunnel stuff first. This is a video from RFB. It's about 15 minutes long, and I think we're just going to watch it at face value. I've shared it before. The link for that is in the description of this video. And just because RFB is my boy, we've never done like a show, so I'm not saying he's like my best friend or anything, but I got a lot of respect for the kid, for the guy, for the kid. When I talk, I'm fucking 24 years old. But here's a link for that. Link for that is in the chat. So link for what we're watching. I probably should have put a link in for symmetry. If I get pulled down for that, you know why. So can we full screen this? We can. I bet I didn't share audio. Oh, I did. Someone give Steve a pat. Someone give Steve a pat. Because we got audio. Come on. Is this still sharing? I just fucked it up, didn't I? Alright, cool. Oh, why do I keep doing that? There we go. First of all, before we even get started, orange is the only color in numerology that breaks down 233, which is the percent of the angels that fell. And these people are dead set on this. This is 100% serious. This is 100% reality for these people. They are under a spell, in my opinion. Performing one big, pretty much an hour and a half long satanic ritual. This is just bits and pieces of it that RFB breaks down. I don't know if he breaks it down or if this is just a video as is, but it's ridiculous.
It's either these people are in a trance or they are
literally what I just said. This is why I love this dude. You know, I've seen this video before, but it's not like I'm familiar with it. Like I know exactly what he's gonna say. This happened on his live stream last night. It was crazy. They were talking about fallen angel tech and whatnot. And right before we said Eiter, you were talking about something. I typed in the chat. I was like, yo. I was like, Eiter, gonna be a fucking one-shot kill type deal. Plasma gun. Angel killer type deal. That's what they're gonna try to pass it off as. I mean, they're gonna pass it off as a neutron star, but we know that's not reality. But, that's a deeper discussion for a whole different day. It's ridiculous, though, but RFB is the guy. Let's take a listen.
acting as though they are in a trance, but this is just incredibly in-your-face satanic ritual meant to entice the fallen ones.
This is 100% satanic. This is 100% like conjuring of the old gods, because we have shown before And I didn't get it brought up. Maybe we should bring it up real quick. I'll bring it up on a side stream and I'll keep talking. But we did talk about the dance to Shiva and the music they play during that, which kind of leaves me uneasy. And it's literally the exact same music, the exact same drum beats they're doing right now in these dances to Shiva, and that is weird. Something just moved in my room. That's how you know you're hitting on shit, when fucking shit starts moving. Yeah. So this makes me not even want to fucking type this in, but it is what it is, people. This stuff needs to be exposed, and looks like I'll be saying another prayer after this for protection. So, what do we got? What the hell was that? Oh. There we go. So yeah, we get that brought up, and I'll just bring this back here like 5 seconds so we can hear the drums. Listen to the drum beat. So get that, right? Get that going. Stop that and tell me that doesn't sound eerily familiar to the Tandeva, the Dance of Destruction. You see how it's pretty much the same type of deal? And notice how, just like in the symmetry video, you got one person leading the dance and everyone's in a circle around him or her, whatever this may be. Just want to point that out. I don't like sharing that video because for some reason that really just hits like a weird nerve inside my stomach. Yeah, sounds like a fucking Tarzan movie. Tarzan on fucking Nephilim steroids or some shit. It's ridiculous. Just make sure this is shared with audio. It is cool. Cool. Like, you literally hear how that's the same exact tone. Just the dance of destruction, the Tandreva, ridiculous. Tandava, whatever it is, it's 100% ritualistic, occult, satanic, evil, whatever you want to call it. This is not right. It's ridiculous. And people don't want to talk about this. People don't want to talk about any of this. People don't want to talk about Cern possibly conjuring demons, being over the pit. People don't want to talk about the Gothard Tunnel ritual being the biggest satanic ritual fucking ever done through media. No one wants to talk about Genesis 6 in the Bible. No one wants to talk about the return of the Nephilim, the return of the giants, the incursion, the fall of the 33% of angels on Mount Hermon, which we've talked about is ironically 33 degrees above the equator, and from the old standard prime meridian that ran through Paris, France, it's 33 degrees east of that. So give me a break. There you go. And there you go. Look at this stuff. Look at this stuff. Representing falling back. It's just strange how these people are in their underpants, but falling back, or like the Michael Jackson backslide, is just a representation of falling back or stepping away from God. This is literally just Sodom and Gomorrah. It's all good. God didn't burn that city down with sulfur. But he did. But he did. It's ridiculous. And who is it? I was just reading this yesterday in the Bible, 2 days ago. Who is it? Abraham. Wasn't it his wife who turned around to witness the event, and she was turned into salt. And there's an actual monument, or there's an actual like stone carving, whatever you want to call it, of a woman in that desert right near where Sodom and Gomorrah allegedly was. This shit's real, people. Men with woman, men with men, woman with woman is exactly what they want. They want to destroy the actual seed. They don't want anyone procreating. They want every sex to be one. They want everyone to conform and what do you call it? Pretty much have sex with each other. I'm trying to think of a nice way to put it, but it's how they want it, dude. It's fucked up, dude.
This is all made to entice demonic entities and the chief demonic entity into our realm.
Exactly.
They are trying as
I don't mean to interrupt this dude, RFB, but what the fuck is that? Are we just conspiracy theorists? What's going on? What is going on? Yeah, they found exactly what I was just talking about, Larry. Larry's on his fucking shit tonight, people. And this isn't Cern, Scotty. This is the Gothard Tunnel opening ceremony / ritual. But right next to Cern, only like 50 to 70 miles away from Cern, this is located. And also outside of Geneva, Switzerland, is ITER, the world's biggest artificial neutron star. Neutron star isn't real. I don't know what they're doing, but it's not in the name of God. It's skeptic. It's theorize and skepticize, whatever you want to call it, that ITER is going to be some sort of gun, some sort of cosmic gun, or maybe a firmament breaker. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just a kid. I don't know, but I can figure that this motherfucker right here in the middle of your screen, they are representing Lucifer or something. Something demonic. Something ain't right about this. Something ain't right. That's all I gotta say.
hard as they can to tear the veil and allow Lucifer and his fallen ones into our physical realm. And they may have achieved it.
Like he just said, this may be them, saying that they brought Lucifer into this realm, or that they can. This seems like a celebration ceremony. This seems like, hey, we've done it. Stop us. That's what this seems like to me. I don't know. What the fuck are those?
Notice all the dignitaries and luminaries there. Angela Merkel, the president of France, all the Illuminati, I'm sure, is in attendance, as this is a major, major satanic ritual. Why isn't this on CNN? Why isn't this on the news? Why is there no 24/7 coverage of it?
Well, first of all, notice the goat man here. Second of all, where's my notes, motherfuckers? Who are those people? Those seem to oddly resemble the made-up characters of the Vril Society, such as Maria Orzlik, the blonde hair, blue-eyed, you know, the Vril maiden, conjuring the power of the Vril, always dressed in white, had the long hair. Obviously, these girls don't have hair as long as she did because hers was down to the ankles, as they believe the hair gives you like an antenna frequency type deal to the other side. That's why I don't know where it is in the Bible, but I don't know if it's the prophet or one of the angels told the woman to always cover their head when they pray, so the angels wouldn't, you know, fuck with them. Or I don't know, man. I don't know. This is just all messed up and crazy. Look at this stuff. Weird, man. Weird. Swiss mountains. Some random mountain. Looks like a mountain from Tibet, Himalayas maybe. Entrance of Shambhala, Shangri-La. The god of the underworld will come out there to usher in his golden age. And just pull that out of my ass, people. Ultimately, I think it's representing men trying to ascend to be on the same level of gods, maybe trying to ascend to Mount Olympus or something to that effect. I don't know. I don't know, just theorizing. And they can't make it so far, but you'll see. Interesting. So the mountain they were just trying to get into opened up, similar as, you know, they just opened up a mountain, a hole through a mountain. And what's about to come out of this hole? Looks serpentine nature. I don't know. Looks old, methodical. Some sort of Og type deal. I don't know. I really don't know, people, what to make of this stuff. This is old. This is shit 4 or 5 years old now. Here they go getting all weird and naked again. I don't know what's going on. Oh my. Who also has many hands? Shiva. What's down the street from this? Switzerland, Cern. Shiva, Destroyer. The pit of Abaddon being open. The arms of the demons coming out. I don't know. It's what it's looking like to me, guys. What about y'all in the chat? What do y'all think this is? And no, Sean, this is not CERN. This is the opening of the Gothard Tunnel ritual. Or the Gothard Tunnel. Yeah, the opening of the Gothard Tunnel. Sorry. Ridiculous, occult, in your face. And like I said before, they spare no expense to this little production. They've been practicing this for a while. Everyone's on beat. Everyone's doing things on cue exactly when they're supposed to. They're not missing a beat here, guys. This is all played out for a reason. There you go. There you go. I don't know who this is or who it's supposed to represent, but that's who's gonna come out of the tunnel through the portal opened by CERN, held by D-Wave, in my opinion. Gordy Rose said that they're talking to old ones, older than demons, more powerful than demons, and look at humans like we look at ants. Meaningless life. His words, not mine. In my opinion, this is just showing the world's governments conforming to all of this, as they are not doing any action against this, participating in this, and it's going to show how they're going to participate in the bringing back of the old, gray-faced, fucked up looking one. I don't know. I don't know.
And a half underground. Just putting that out there. And is that why they're a mile and a half underground? Just putting that out there.
Yep.
trying to keep my mouth shut during this so you can just watch it, but this is amazing. We're watching biblical history happening before our eyes. 90% of the population doesn't even see it. Now here's where it becomes very clear. There's the portal, notice the portal, and notice the people that are under the veil. They are trying to tear the veil from the bottom up utilizing Cern, the Large Hadron Collider, and the Awake Project. And they're showing it to us. Out of the veil, out of the portal comes the three people that are under the veil. You can't see the symbolism, I'm not sure what to tell you.
Eerily reminds me of the Vril Society. The blue eyes in the background, because they were known for blonde hair, blue eyes in the search of the Aryan race and re-establishing that bloodline. Yeah. Can't go overseen.
Notice the portal turns into an eye on the screen behind. The beasts walking around that are probably hidden in plain sight behind the veil. And all these people are wearing a veil. The whirling dervish in the background, which is very reminiscent of I Pet Goat, where the young boy rises to the next consciousness using the whirling dervish. Notice the symbolism right there in the background. If you see something, leave it in the comment section. It's still early in the morning where I am.
Over here is a representation of the Vatican and the Jesuit involvement of conjuring these old ones, the red and white, color of the Jesuits.
Listen to the screams of agony as they try to tear through the veil. Do you see this? Do those people look happy? They're trapped under the veil. Cern is trying to tear the veil. You dig?
Sounds of torment. Eerily sounds like what got taken down, or what got my stream taken down the other day, sharing the sounds from hell, the 8-mile tunnel they dug, or the hole they dug in the ground. They stuck a microphone down in Siberia, and they came out with sounds eerily similar to that. Ridiculous. And look at this goat-headed looking motherfucker.
And there he is, in the flesh. Lucifer appears.
There you go.
This is the whole reason for this project. Notice the scarab beetles. The scarab beetles that eat the flesh. That also represent both sides of the brain in Egyptian lore.
The clear angel of light in the background with the Baphomet. Just pointing more things out, people. You can't miss this stuff. These giant tubes here, these giant horns. You go down to Peru, Machu Picchu. There's openings in the world, in the mountains, that if the right frequency through the right acoustic can conjure some of these beings.
Notice the frequencies and tones.
There it is. An actual depiction of how the Antichrist will come to the flesh. The goat man seeding the woman. As in the time of Noah shall it be for the return of the Son of Man. I believe that's what Jesus said himself. And this is exactly what he's talking about. The meshing of fleshes, the meshing of dimensional beings and human beings.
Notice the Lucifer figure tearing the veil on the woman. Did you see that? Like I said, if you see something, leave it in the comment section. This is important, people. It's funny, several other channels show this as satanic, yet they don't believe in Jesus of Nazareth. This makes no sense to me.
The stage has been set. The Antichrist stands before.
Listen to the frequency in the background they're using. To open a portal, you need frequencies. And the goat.
Look at this shit. Possible representation of Helena Blavatsky. Believe I got that written down right. Yep. Possible representation of her because she was pretty much the biggest occultist, female occultist of her time. Looked eerily similar to her with the covering of the head. Exactly. You guys ever see the show True Detective? Let me jump in the chat real quick. Who here in the chat has seen the show True Detective? Give me a thumbs up if you've seen this. Give me a thumbs up if you've seen the first season. I've never seen the second or third season. I've only watched the first season over and over again because it shows you exactly what's happening. If anyone's seen that show, the first season of that show, it shows you exactly what happens to these girls that have the thrones and the crowns upon their heads. Yes, he has. IB McFly's seen it, so you know what I'm talking about. It's crazy, man. So crazy. And this is what they're showing you. What do they do with the chicks that had the fucking goat-looking heads? They sacrificed them.
Bear in mind, prime ministers, luminaries, the rich and powerful are all here. I wonder what part of the ritual we don't get to see in the video.
As above, so below, representing the roots of the tree of life go so far down they may even touch Hades. Could even touch Tartarus, which is as far below Hades as the earth is below heaven, the firmament, the dome of the world, the vault, the great seal, separating the waters from the waters, as above the tree of life, representing for them so below.
Everything's upside down. They aren't hiding it anymore, people. This is right in plain sight. It's not on CNN. It's not on the mainstream news. They're too busy showing us the people dying at the sunset festivals. 57, I believe. The wheel of a train. The pregnant woman in red. The Scarlet Woman giving birth to the Antichrist. Here we go.
There you go. There you guys go. How ridiculous is all that? The whore of Babylon, right there, right for you. They don't care. Because, you know, only 5% of the world's going to see that for what it is. And the other 95 is just going to laugh at them. It's ridiculous. I'm telling you. The Dance of Tendrava, the Dance of Destruction, Cern, Shiva, Cernunnos, Abaddon, the pit, the opening of the bottomless pit, the angel comes down with a key to the bottomless pit, the Gothard Tunnel ritual, ceremony, whatever you want to call that. They're all connected. It's all one common denominator, people. The Gothard Tunnel ceremony, I think, was a declaration that we have done it and we are here against God. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous these people do this stuff. And I don't know, this took a lot out of me sharing that. I don't know what it is. I'm just beat all of a sudden. Maybe it's the coffee wearing off. Hopefully it's that, because I'm shot. I'm freaking shot all of a sudden. Oh, man. All right, what else do we want to get into? Because that kind of opens the door a little bit. Like, you saw all the connections to the Vril Society in there with the girls, their long hair, and the Vril Society is part of the, you know, it's part of the whole Nazi regime. And what were the Nazis doing? The Nazis were trying to go all over the world looking for ancient artifacts, looking for ancient interpreters, looking for portals, looking for holes in the world, holes in the earth, Shambhala, Shangri-La. The Nazis have confirmed missions to Tibet, Egypt, Mongolia, Peru, up in the Andes, the Arctic regions, and most famously, Antarctica. And that's where I think they still are. I think a lot of them fled down there. What's her name? Was it Maria Orslik? I think it was her. Oh, excuse me. It was either her or Blavatsky, but there's no death record of her or about 500,000 other Nazis. They just fled. And there's over 5,000 submarines that are missing, never to be found. I think they fled. I don't know. This all has to do with the Hollow Earth stuff too, guys. Like the Nazis weren't just looking for fabled holes in the world that could bring them down to their master race, the Aryan race, the race that Hitler was so freaking just obsessed with. It was an obsession for the man and the whole Nazi regime. Everyone in the SS, and there were actual Tibetan monks that were brought in and became part of the SS. A lot of people don't know about that. Another Bible reference of the flat earth is the book of Job says, the Lord said unto Satan, where comest thou? Satan said, from going to and fro in the earth and walking up and down in it. Not on it, in it. In it, people. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely 2,000% ridiculous. And it brings me to another thing that I wrote down here. I wrote this down about 3 years ago. It's called, it's just a couple little notes I wrote down, labeled the end of times, question mark, question mark. And you know, it says that, you know, everyone says that we're living, or that, you know, the end of times won't happen in our lifetime. Everyone says it ain't going to happen. Generation to generation, you're just crazy. Well, you know, I think that this might be the actual, you know, the boy that cried wolf. You know, I think this is a time where the wolf's actually gonna hop in and people aren't gonna believe it. So Satan and his minions have been influencing human beings with his knowledge and technology since the beginning. Since the beginning, since the original sin, since the Adam and Eve, the fruit promised to bring knowledge, and it didn't. It brought demise, and yet we still follow in the footsteps of Lucifer. It's ridiculous. Not us, but, you know, people that are kind of in charge of this place. So, what we got here? Yep. Last time, yep, the stairway to heaven was Babylon. Tower of Babel fell in the book of Genesis. Yep, absolutely. It probably, yeah, it says here 600 BC, JMO. You know, sounds about right. It's just my opinion. I could see that. And, you know, and that also to me, whether it's 600 BC or 1000 BC, doesn't matter. This represents to me that Satan and all the fallen angels, they've been waiting for this for a long, long time. Over 2,000 years, they've been putting a plan into place to take down the human seed, to merge man and machine, it seems like. And they knew about that before. And that, Chrissy Chakul, yeah. 70th generation. Generation is just about 30 years. Give or take. You do 70 times 30, it gives you, I got this written down. Math. Let me get the calculator up. So 70 times 30 is 2100. The year 2100. Well, they're lying to us about history, so we could be getting a little closer to that. And, you know, the end of times would have maybe been brought by after the death of Jesus, who lived for allegedly 33 years. So you subtract that by 33, it gives you 2067. I'm not claiming or saying anything that 2067 is going to be the year that's going to be the last one. I'm just saying it's crazy. And Natalie in the chat, Steve JMO, what does JMO stand for? JMO, people, just my opinion. Just my opinion. J.M. Izzle. Yep. So I go on to write that the new Babylon is possibly Cern. Yep. You know, Satan works in a very slow manner, very patiently. He works when he wants it to work and how he wants it to work. It's what he's done. 2,000 years, like I said, seems pretty patient. Yep, I believe that the elites are telling us from multiple angles they are ready and now have the technology to do this, and they will. And that's exactly what the Gothard Tunnel ritual ceremony was. There was a declaration that, hey, we either have done it, we will do it, or we can't do it, or all three. Like I just said, Gothard Tunnel ceremony, satanic rituals, symmetry by Cern, the Shiva rituals, all satanic in nature. All of it, man. They also tell us little things in TV movies like the Supernatural show, superhero movies, Transformers. Transformers. That's how I think it's all going to play out, guys. The alien deception is going to be more deceptive than we think. I think they're going to roll out 2 different types of quote-unquote aliens. And one of them is going to clearly be for us, and one is clearly not going to be for us. But the thing is, the ones that are for us still aren't the way to the light, still aren't the true creators. They're going to be the ultimate deceivers, the master race that Admiral Byrd allegedly met with. So, yeah. It's ridiculous. What do we got here? Some more Transformer stuff. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. The Bible. Yep. End of times. There'll be signs in the moon, sun, and stars. Yep. And we had that all in August of 2017. You had a lunar eclipse on the 7th. You had meteor showers on the 12th and 13th. And then you had the black hole sun solar eclipse on the 21st. Ridiculous. And then Hurricane Harvey made landfall on the 25th into the 26th night. And if you read Luke, verse 21, the day of the solar eclipse, chapter 21, verses 24 and 25, or 25, 26, whatever I just said, that's literally what I just talked about. It literally says there will be signs in the moon, sun, and stars, referencing the end days. And that's what Operation Solar Shield is making sure we don't see, along with the solar simulator up in front of the sun, so we don't see what the sun is actually doing. And like I said, it's rather interesting that Hurricane Harvey made landfall on the 24th or 25th into the following night, and then there's a Bible verse that coincides with the entire event. Very strange and interesting. What else do we got here? Yeah, just another thing from the Transformers movie. The last one they had, one of the generals said, we've made deals with the devil before in times of desperation. We need to let the dark things inside. And then it said, they said this is the New World Order. There's nothing we can do about it at one point in that movie. So definitely check that out. Very interesting. Yeah, the Book of Enoch will help you understand the Bible. Absolutely, Jeff. Absolutely. Absolutely. And the funny thing is, about this whole solar eclipse, within a month of that happening, before it even happened, the singer of Soundgarden, can't remember his name for some reason right now, dies. And his most famous song is Black Hole Sun. And they played that on the radio over and over and over and over and over again up until the great solar eclipse. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Yep. Absolutely. So I'm just going through a couple notes over here. But yeah. I think that's a good place to leave off for the night. Just want to thank you all for coming tonight. Good to see you guys here in the chat. Good to see you guys here. And yeah, like I said, there's no coincidence that Abaddon, Apollyon, Apollo is named in the Bible as being the king of the bottomless pit. And if you look into Greek mythology and you do a little bit more research and you find out that the alleged burial tomb of Apollo, is in the location where Cern is in Switzerland on the France-Switzerland border. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. And another thing is you got Shiva. There's a statue dedicated to Shiva, who is the goddess of destruction. And you go over to Apollo's page or Abaddon's page. He is another horned god, a god of destruction, deception, and death. And then Cern, the name itself, Cernunnos, breaks down, Cern, little acronym from that. Cernunnos is another horned god from Celtic pagan mythology, another god of the underworld, who is seen with rings in his hand like the rings of Cern and a snake in the other. You really cannot dismiss these as coincidences. These are all real life things, and the quicker people understand that, the quicker they will see that there's a spiritual battle for your soul. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. People don't see it. People give these movies like Symmetry an award. 6 awards it won. You know what you can do with that? You can give me a GD break. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But I'm going to go through the chat in a second and say what's up to all you guys, because you guys are the stuff, the bread and butter. You guys make this more enjoyable than than it is just making a video. I hate just sitting there making videos and there's no interaction. I'd rather just, if I got something to say, I'd rather just go live and get it going. So yeah. But I'm just, looking for a good song we could play to get on out of here with. And what are we feeling? Actually, what was that other song I was bumping out to earlier? Oh, we'll play Robophobia. That's a good song. After the ad plays. You can't beat the ads, dude. You can't beat them. YouTube censors us, shadow ban us. Their sister partner there, Facebook, even just bans you. But they still give you an ad. Ridiculous. All right, then we just get the screen share set up, and then we'll go through the chat, and we'll take it from there. So screen share looks like it's up. It is. It's good. And we'll just remove that from the stream for a quick second. And special shout out to Jen the Truth Seeker 69. If anyone is wondering, she is working on a truth seeking song. And she gave me a little preview earlier, and it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot. So am aware. Thanks for coming, brother. Thank you. Martin Allen, good looks. Thanks for coming. IB McFly, thank you. Good looks. Jeff Cario, what's good, brother? Thanks for coming. 8 Star, what's up? Thanks for coming. D Check, am aware. I saw you hopping around earlier. What's up? Pyrid, what's up? What's going on? Happy Feet Gal, what's going on? Thanks for coming. Jeremy Forbes, what's up? Larryology. Sean Goodrow, AJ Blunt, Lava Eye or Lava One, what's up? Chrissy Chakul, what's going on? Thanks for coming. Natalie Rankla, I'm sorry. What's up? What's going on, guys? Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Chris Millington, yep, thanks for coming, brother. Absolutely. CJ, what's going on? Thanks for the support. God bless y'all. Yep, thank you. Much appreciated, guys. Much appreciated. And that looks like everyone here in the chat. Oh, Joey Rocha. Can't go a show without giving Joey a shout out. What's up, brother? Thank you. Jay Zimma, much appreciated. Thank you, guys. Peter Costello, what's up, brother? Hey, Joey, you're on Facebook a lot. I got banned from Facebook for posting for 9 days. I can't post any links. So if you see me live, brother, give me a little shout out, little love, little share action. You know, I'm not putting the pressure on you. You got a big presence on Facebook, just like me, and I can't post for a couple days. So definitely, that'd be cool. But all right, brothers and sisters, I'm going to get on out of here. God bless you all. Thanks for coming. This is Robophobia by Destiny Lab. And give this a listen. And
It's also new. It's not new. I realize that nothing we've been doing is new. We haven't been tapping into new areas of the brain. We've just been awakening the most ancient. This technology is simply a route to powers that conjurers and alchemists used centuries ago.
We're seeing an exponential growth in our machines and innovations as technology surpasses and exceeds our limitations. Implications could be serious. In many past and present futurists have been warning us for years about the consequences. Massive repercussions. We see the evidence, dependence on our internet and phones and games and televisions, losing independence. As we immerse ourselves in working all our fingers to the bones for corporations, we give them back our paychecks for the latest and the greatest plastic upgrades, name brand products and replacements, and build their databases. Investing hours of our own free time uploading information used against us to target us with market advertising toward our interests. Collecting information used to monitor our senses, correcting anyone who won't comply or be connected. How long before a mandatory microchips injected? It's the age-old lie, the promise of utopia, the carrot on the stick, the empty cornucopia, technological hive mind dystopia. Or will it rise is a time of robophobia? It's the age-old lie, the promise of utopia, the carrot on the stick, the empty cornucopia, technological hive mind dystopia. Or will it rise is a time of robophobia? It's an emerging type insurgents, converging and emerging and churning, slowly bursting to the surface. It's concerning every person and confirming every warning. The disturbing thought we're working toward a single mind that's merging and converting us to downloadable versions of ourselves inside a full immersion. Universal simulated virtual reality where every living earthling's neural pathways are inspected mandatorily and connected using voice to sculpted empathy, absorbing data fingerprints to play us back like instruments, manipulating us just like we're puppets of ventriloquists, remote controlling human beings like Ouija boards, coursing through the veins of circuit boards, record the sounds of every vocal cord, moving exponentially towards a singularity. Eventually we won't distinguish magic from technology, and robots will unplug from electricity, no longer using batteries but powered like a golem using alchemy. It's the age-old lie, the promise of utopia, the carrot on the stick, the empty cornucopia, technological hive mind dystopia. Or will it rise is a time of robophobia? It's the age-old lie, the promise of utopia, the carrot on the stick, the empty cornucopia, technological hive mind dystopia. Or will it rise is a time of robophobia? So they manipulate genetically our DNA collectively, infecting every living organism and directing every intersecting thought and every memory and vision, inspecting our opinions and collecting our decisions. A digital technocracy emerging as philosophy, inserting thought police patrols and mind control technology, removing private property, enforcing thought bureaucracy, reducing every freedom and pursuit of life and liberty, consistently expanding all their terms and their conditions with minimum requirements and maximum restrictions, creating unknown problems to offer fake solutions to complicate the system till there's nothing but confusion, depicting anyone who won't conform as unacceptable, demanding everyone to all agree and not be skeptical, eventually connecting every mind from every nation, fulfilling prophecies from Genesis to Revelation. It's the age-old lie, the promise of utopia, the carrot on the stick, the empty cornucopia, technological hive mind dystopia. Or will it rise is a time of robophobia?
Even with all these new abilities, none of them are dangerous. Human race lost that knowledge, and now I'm reclaiming it through virtual reality. You're moving too fast.